have the courage to challenge the core beliefs that you thought you had. And that only happens when you have the courage to truly become friends with people that have different lived experiences. I'm Russell, and I am Chancellor for Austin Community College District. When I was 18, I grew up in a really rural part of Texas, and I was a cowboy. I rodeoed through high school. I knew I loved education. I didn't know what that meant. But at 18, I didn't even know what my options were. I just knew I had to get to a university and did. And I met amazing educators who loved me to clarity and loved me to learning what the paths were that were available to me. And I think helped me understand that I wanted to be in education and have the same impact on people that they had on me.
I wonder how the community college helps to integrate these people, and maybe some examples of what are ways.
There are students and families that can't afford what traditional higher education has become and don't want to mortgage their future for student loan debt that is untenable. And community colleges give an affordable option to a transfer process to a university and a bachelor's degree. But a lot of students and families get a pathway to a living wage in workforce programs. So nursing, welding, auto mechanics, those workforce degrees that if you look at the projection over the next 20 years are actually going to produce levels of income that the traditional bachelor's degrees could only hope for. And so I think we just give a broader path to success than a typical university does, but do it in a way that's affordable and accessible. I lose a lot of sleep over who our typical student actually is. And she's a woman of color, she's raising a kid, she's going to school part-time, she's a first-generation college student, she's 27 years old, and she's smart and she's ambitious and she's capable, but she faces challenges that higher ed is not typically set up for. And what I'm trying to do at Austin Community College is redesign ourselves for her and what she needs from us. Because our students are amazing. And when I first came even to Austin Community College, because I've not been there that long, I looked at our success data, which is good, but it's not great. It's not the kind of predictive data that I think is worthy of our community and our students. We should be better at doing what we're doing. And so I took that data to our students. I use students as secret shoppers, and what students told me about their experiences was both thrilling and upsetting. It was because they have barriers outside the classroom that are affecting their performance inside the classroom. Childcare, healthcare, transportation, food, housing insecurity, legal services, because in this country we penalize poverty in ways that we don't penalize other things. And most higher education entities are set up to worry about what's happening for the student the minute they walk into the classroom. And I think what our students have challenged us with is that we have to worry as much or more about who they are outside the classroom if we want them to be successful in the classroom. So connecting our students to resources in this community, helping them find support for childcare, helping them find a part-time job that can pay more so they can take more classes. These are the things that our students have really challenged us with. Building systems around those social service supports is really important. And so our vision at Austin Community College is that we're going to love our students to success.
Do you feel like the students at the college already go in knowing what they want to do afterwards, or many are still figuring out?
I'm in my 50s. I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I think students feel pressured to find a job that leads to a family-sustaining wage and don't often have the privilege of picking a field that speaks to their heart and their passion. And I think our job is to help them marry their heart with a pathway that leads to a family-sustaining wage. And most of our students don't know what that is, so they come to us with life experiences from their family of things they do know. That in healthcare, there are jobs and they pay well. That engineering, there are jobs and they pay well. And our job is to help them explore what their skills are and if they align to those fields, and if they don't, what fields also have jobs and pay well. And we're trying to do that while they're in high school. And then we're trying to do that specifically in that first semester so we can get them on a path that feeds their soul, not just their wallet.
What do you think of younger people who are in this phase in their life where they have this uncertainty going on, having a specific mentor or someone they can turn to for advice and things like that?
Find the person that you can learn from. I'm in my 50s and I have found more mentors at this stage in my life that have changed my career path, that have changed my understanding of the world and the impact I can have on it. But at every phase of my life, I had a mentor that asked me the questions that I was afraid to ask myself, but then could advise and love me to a different path. When I graduated university, I had a degree, had no clue what was next. And I had a mentor that called me up and said, I want you to go visit with this person over here and just ask them these questions. And as a result of that mentor setting up the meeting for me, I accepted a teaching assistantship in a master's program, who revealed a mentor that loved me to a PhD program, who identified a mentor that helped me find my first professorship. Seek that person and ask them to mentor you through this phase in your life. Go find that person and learn everything you can from them. And if I could release one pressure from students, it's that I don't think anybody should have a career path that they know exactly how it's going to play out. If you care about the people in front of you and you're trying to make a difference and you're a part of a team, your career path will reveal itself. Just go make a difference. Be a problem solver. But no matter what career path you pick, if you're walking in love and positive intent, you're trying to make a difference, and you're gluing yourself to a team of people that are doing the same, it doesn't ultimately matter what your career is, you'll be fulfilled.
If maybe from your experience you could give like one piece of advice on this phase of your life and how to succeed in.
Go see the world when you are young enough and brave enough to do it. Go open yourself up to people that look and see the world differently, that believe differently. I think when you leave home as an 18-year-old, there's comfort in the friends and the community you grew up with. And the mistake I see people make is they go to university, but they don't embrace the people in the community around them. They're still tied to where they were from. And meet new people, have new experiences, travel the world, study abroad, really important things that will give you a perspective that will set you up for success for whatever life throws at you.